Peter Granger, the president of the AWSR, standing there with Daryl Clayton. As we get set, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to get your phones out for me and light up your screen so the drivers can see you. And as they come around, would you go old school for me? Would you get up on your feet? It's a simple show of respect from us, the fans, to say thank you for the risks you take. Thank you for the investment you've made. Thank you for the thrills you give us. And thank you, good luck, be careful and gas it up. Can I have some noise? Perth Motorplex, 4 wide. And if you got no goosebumps, you got no blood. Wait, let's go.
Cannot wait for this. This is going to be 40 incredible laps here at the Motorplex. It's 20 kilometres. It'll be one of the longest races that a lot of these drivers have ever taken part in. He's going to be edge of your seat stuff here at the Motorplex, and we are not far away from the Australian Championship. Unfortunate dramas at the back of the field for Mitch Broome in the 35 car. That car has come to a stop. So that has aborted the start.
Andrew and Angela, his brother Ryan is here as well. Look at Kirby Hillier thinking, is this my chance? And he's watching one of his best mates rolling off the track. Talk about mixed emotions for Kirby Hillier.
And the AWSR officials are chasing after him right now, and Mitch Broome has pulled it infield, but Hillier will drive onto the racetrack. Heartbreak for Mitch Broome.
It has been an odyssey for so many teams to come and race at the Plex. And now we do it for you. We go green. And the 2026 Burson Auto Parts AWSR Australian Wingless Sprint Championship is green, 4 wide because the Plex. Or do we get clear? Bates rocketing through the middle. Humphrey, your leader. Densley in second. Mock in third. Wheel in fourth. Travis Miller. Boy, who's that running the absolute top? Right now it's Kyle Mock. Oh man, it was contact with Martin. Boy, Tyson Martin, I think, just contact just then, and there's trouble. It's McQuilkin. We got all sorts of issues. And that started from the contact between McQuilkin and Tyson Martin in turn 3.
So seeing McQuilkin just, he's slowed right up. And as I said, just a huge domino effect. So you see McQuilkin gets a little sideways, and then just every other car behind them with nowhere to go. Chris.
39 laps of the Plex to go. Almost 20 kilometres. Which will cost you about $5 grand on the road. We're green. Humphrey to lead. He drops to the bottom. Densley to the top. Mock through the hay diddle diddle. Densley there. You can see Wheel up on the inside on Mock. He hugs the bottom. Mock built this car for this event. The slicker racetrack is what he wanted. Gee, the battle pack. Oh, man. We got issues again into turn 1. Man, I looked up and I think I saw Tyson again.
The incident that happened down the front straight, so you'll see them all come into shot there. There's just a couple of cars, that Egan maybe a bit further back, that's bunched a few of them up.
I think Bates was in that as well.
Yeah.
The Perth Motorplex, Wingless Sprints WA and the AWSR partnering to put on an absolute belter title. Humphrey goes way upstairs. Look at Mock. Kyle Mock running the top. Humphrey slides across the slick. Travis Miller coming towards the right of your screen. Iwano. Blake Iwano. Up to position 9, may even improve on that. Boy, Mock right there as well. Jeez, you see Bates and those guys back in about 6th. It is going on here.
So lots going on as they head down the Triple M back straight. It's Darren Humphrey who's your race leader, but look at second and third right now between Blaine Densley and Kyle Mock, who moves up into second position. So he moves up, Densley back to third, then Wheel. Travis Miller, Blake Iwano is now up to 6th position. charging, and Matt Oweno, by the way, up to 13th, so he is on a charge. But it's Darren Humphrey who leads, getting out into the front straight, and his top four is once again only separated by about 0.6 of a second.
Here comes Kyle Mark.
Out the front, Darren Humphrey still leads, but Kyle Mark looking to make the first big move of this Australian Championship. Goes up on the inside at Schlam, turn number 3, pushes Humphrey a little wild, and this is going to be right close up to the line. Humphrey just holds on from Mark. Densley's back up into third from McCain, who's on a bit of a charge. Kurt McCain in the top 4, but Darren Humphrey manages to hold strong, takes back the lead from Kyle Mock, and then it's back to Densley, McCain, and Wheel, and Blake Oweno. He's just lurking near the top 5. Since he won the title, will he be able to claim the A1 back, or will Kurt McCain make the charge of the century, because he might just get second as Mock goes into the wall. McCain just has to pull up, and that allows our leader Darren Humphrey to push away. 22 to go.
I still think you've got to keep an eye on the WA1. Blake Oweno, he's up to P4. He started, massive crash here on the main straightaway. An enormous wreck, and we will go red quite obviously. My goodness me, folks. I think you all want to put your hands together as loudly as you possibly can, because Luke has got out of that wreck under his own steam. I know his family back in New South Wales had that horrible moment where they were just thinking, is he okay? Is he okay? They're back home watching. We can show you a little bit of the replay. Please bear in mind, it's pretty graphic what we did catch of it. And oh my giddy aunt, that was frightening. We don't usually see the fire in that situation as well. It looked like it was a bit of a right rear to left front kind of situation or thereabouts. If you look to the top of the screen here, coming off the corner, looks like Wedge makes contact with Luke, and it flips forward. And this is where it just, my goodness me. Thank goodness for the stringent safety in our sport. A lot of times we get sort of casual about this, right? We just go around in circles doing big skids, and it takes an incident like that. Sometimes we have to go back and you go, you know what? We just take it so much for granted, Leachy. Number 1. So, ladies and gentlemen, we take a breath and we reset. We edge a little closer to the edge of your seat. It's the Plex, baby. Upstairs, boy, upstairs, like Ross Chastain upstairs, went your leader. I'm not even sure that Darren meant to go that high. They come out of turn number 2. McCain has a good look. Mark, now Oweno will pick up second. Can Mark turn him back? Yes, he can. Now here comes Blaine Densley. We're going to get 4 of them in this. Mark around the top. Oweno, we go back through the middle. It's Miller. Looks to put the slider in as well. Do not write off that number 1.
Humphrey leads. Here's Mark again. He's finding the right spot out of turn number 3 and 4 to just keep his nose ahead of Blake past the start-finish line, which is important for the stats. Is it going to be important once we come to the end of the race? Because Oweno now gets himself back ahead down the Triple M back straight, and then as they get into 3 once more,
up to position 4. Here comes the numero uno. Oh, Mock got the wall big time in turn 2. And Martin gets him. So does McCain. You have to think the ladder or the right rear has been dramatically affected by that impact. And we may even have to go yellow. Mock slowing. Will he get off the racetrack? He does. This has just gone next level. Darren Humphrey, significant lead right now. There's massive debris on the racetrack. So officials, we're trying to tell them there's something major on the racetrack in turn 3 and 4.
Yellows are on.
Yellow. The yellow lights have come on.
We're going out of turn 4. How does Tyson Martin do this? What a comeback it's been. He's got Blake Oweno right there with him. Everybody predominantly upstairs except for
two. Big contacts.
Egan.
There is the four as well of Tyson Bryden.
And John Egan. The Tyson climbing out the car quickly. The Canberran. John Egan on his side from the Caxton Hack crew.
Here's your replay of what's
Shut him
happened.
off.
This is from turn number one.
Oh, no.
See, he's gone and hit the concrete a bit further up, and then as he's lost, I think he may have lost some drive as he's come down towards the bottom of the track, and Egan had absolutely nowhere to go. So we'll look at it again with Tyson Bryden. There might be some contact just ahead of him. In fact, he's going to make contact with the car just ahead.
That's Blake Walsh.
Yeah, that is Blake Walsh. And then
Blake's off the pace a little bit by his own standards. It hasn't been the best race. I was worried that was going to be a Dukes of Hazzard then.
yeah,
It's going to go right over the top of him.
Bryden.
We're back on it. Darren Humphrey again. He scrubs the wall. Tyson will get a good run. Will he throw it in the bottom? Yes, he does. Do we have a new leader? Oh, he got the wall, Humphrey. Surely that's hurt the car. New leader. And it's all over for Darren Humphrey. Does he keep the car going and get off the racetrack? He does. Heartbreak for your leader. And the Australian Wingless Sprint Champion has resurrected this situation. Boy, Wheel rips her into third now. McCain to fourth. Travis Miller, Travis Armstrong, Matthew Iwano. So Blake Iwano is now up to second.
And Matt Iwano is in fifth as the charge further back between Wheel and McCain for positions 3 and 4 on track continue. Wheel goes to the low side of the track, gets himself back into third, but McCain is hunting a hometown podium as he goes on the inside at Bella Modular turn number 1, but can't quite get there. So Wheel holds on, but it's Martin who leads from Blake Iwano. The feature race, the Australian Championship on the line. Who's going to get into the top 3? Travis Armstrong put his nose in front into third spot once they went past the start-finish line as Luke Wheel now tries to hold on. Armstrong on a charge. Can he get on the podium? He's got 3 laps to make the move.
They're all doing the Chastain. They're all trying to bang down the wall and use it as a cushion. Wheel upstairs. Armstrong goes back to fourth. They're swapping here. Right behind there as well is McCain. Tyson Martin. What a story. Won the title at B&S Earthworks Timber Speedway, his home track, this time last year. Came to the Motorplex, competing in all state titles. Has picked up 2 of them already this year. Started on the second row. Went back as far as position 15 and drove back through on the wall. Had never been here before this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, get up on your feet and put your hands together for the Australian Wingless Sprint Champion. That is pure class. How do you do that?
Yeah, next year to try and make it a 3-peat.
Watch this. This is the shot, guys. Coming through the pit gate. Look for his dad. Shannon, I'm not sure how fast he's running. His fiancée, Louise, is running down there as well. Come on, Lazza. Get to your boy, mate. What a moment that is. He's going to get up on the cage. Put your hands together, Perth Motorplex. Tyson Martin, back to back. Australian Wingless Sprint Champion. Now watch for this. Here comes Trudy. There's his brother Todd. There's his dad Shannon. His fiancée Louise is down there. Normie and Naomi Moore. There's Trudy, his stepmom.
I knew there was time, like all those stoppages and stuff, and there was still 36 laps to go, and like kick a rail from like 12th to the win in 20 laps. So there's no reason I couldn't do the same. He sort of set the standard for that, and I didn't know what to do. I just couldn't get comfortable on the bottom or in the middle. Everyone like Wheelie and Blake and yeah, everyone was just howling me, and went up and followed someone through the top, and it worked. And I was like, oh, I just guess I'll plug it in the fence for 40 laps and see what happens. Yeah, that restart, I was very fortunate for that restart. And then when that come, we still had 22 laps. It's a full feature race to pass I don't know what I was in, like 8th or like, yeah. I've passed 8 cars in a feature race before in 22 laps. Like, no reason I couldn't do it again. It's just a matter of staying calm and biding your time. And then I don't know how many laps there were to the lead, but it was all just a blur. I just kept going and just kept trying to knock the ladder out of it, essentially.
Tyson Martin here at the Burton Auto Parts Australian Wingless Sprint Championship.
That is a race for the ages, that one.
One more time.
And the Australian #1 gets to keep it for another 12 months.